Do you want to start a t-shirt business but don't have enough design ideas? That's not the issue anymore. I'm here to show you how to create over 10,000 unique design ideas just with a few clicks. I've been doing print on demand for over 6 years now, and I have sold over $300,000 in royalties all time.
I was doing research on Merch Informer. What I did was come over here to product research and then hit movers and shakers. And what this does is pretty much just grabs all the, the daily top sellers for the day. And when I was coming down, I was looking for something that only thing I can do is just take out a certain keyword or a certain phrase and I can change it out and then it'll be a completely different design. So promoted to grandpa of twins 2023, that would be an interesting one, right? Cousin crew, sister crew, that would be a good one too as well. And then as I came down right here, come down, all American grandma. So by switching out, all American, and then we can just switch out grandpa, grandma, aunt, mom, dad, you get the point, right? So I brought that up. So perfect 4th of July. This will be an interesting one, simple one with some fireworks, text-based. This is really easy to create family matching shirts, right? So this will be bought in like groups. So you got grandma, grandpa, think of the whole family as a whole. And if you have any issues of coming up with this, you just literally just do a Google search, right? To think about who would wear this type of shirt and, everyone in that immediate family or just everyone, all American cousin, think of like that. So I'm gonna show you how to bulk create this design by using Canva, and it can be done within seconds. So I'm coming over here to Canva, come up in the right hand corner, you're gonna hit create design, you're gonna come over here to custom size, and then we're gonna do the 4500 by 5400. And this is gonna be the Amazon template size. And then we're gonna hit create new design. After we hit create new design, we're gonna go ahead and change the black background to a black, depending on what you're doing, right? Depending on what color you're doing, if you can make it look good on a black, you can make it look good on a white t-shirt. So just a simple switch of that, but really easy to do. I just highlighted it and boom, switch it over. And then we're gonna come over here to elements and we're gonna type in firework. Okay, boom, we got something. You see these little graphics that they have right here. Grab that graphic or even something, whatever one that you like. So you can just see you can see which one you want to use, this or even some fireworks, some bottle rockets, right? We'll just go ahead and, put that in there. You can see how Canva is really cool about, helping you figure out where the middle of the template is, right? All right, so I ended up coming up with this design layout, all American dad. All right, now what we're going to do is change this keyword out to a list of different family members. We will type in a list of family members. All right, and I clicked on the first one right here, and then it gave me a different, the list of family members. Now, obviously, you can think of different family members. You can there's a stepdad, a stepmom, stuff like that you can add to the list. All right, I can think of something like that. And then you're gonna come over here to Google Sheets. You can see how I did it. I opened up a new blank sheet, and you can see how I named it family. Like the column is family, and then family list, and then all of the family members inside of here. And I added stepdad and stepmom, and you can add any family member, any like cute sayings or any funny sayings or a certain way that you call your uncle, like Theo, or your aunt Thea, different languages. Think of stuff like that too. And what we're going to do is come over to file, and we're going to come over here to download, and we're going to download as a CSV. And then we're coming back over here to Canva. So we're going to go ahead and upload the CSV. Okay, this one right here. We'll upload the CSV that we just downloaded. And before we do anything here, what we want to do is, because we can't hit continue yet, we want to highlight that word, and then we want to connect data, and we're going to hit family. Now you're going to see how it's got a little bit bigger, and we're going to go ahead and make it smaller so we can obviously, fit it in there correctly. There we go. That's perfect for this example. And keep in mind too, you're going to have to go in and edit any, like any of like stepdad, stepdaughter, think of all that stuff. Any of the longer words, the bigger words, you would have to come over here and edit and change and make them, fit to that design. And now we're going to go ahead and you can see it's continue is, we can press continue now. Now we hit generate 31 pages. That's going to go ahead and generate 31 designs for us. And boom, see? And you can see, like I said right here, like daughter, you want to maybe make a little bit smaller, right? And then the son, depending on, your style and what how you design. Everyone's style is going to be different when it comes to this, but see, you have to come in here and just edit them to your liking, right? So let's say we're good and we're happy with all that. We're going to go ahead and hit download, and then we're going to go PNG, and then we're going to do transparent background, and it's going to download every single one of them into that Amazon size with the Amazon template size for us, and with the transparent background. We'll hit download, and it's downloading. Let it download. All right, now, so it downloaded all the images. If I click on it, you're just going to see it right there. Let's take one of these designs over to Amazon Merch on Demand. All right, so I went ahead and pretty much, extracted all of them to my computer, and then I'm just gonna hit this one, for example, and let's see if we're in the clear. Yep, we're good. If you look at the design, you can see how it looks on the actual t-shirt, and this is how you would scale out, like, take that one keyword and just switch it out, and then next thing you know, you create, 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 10,000 designs, right? And by you doing that is very, very powerful, because that's exactly how you would do it for the next idea that you come across. And that's how you end up creating thousands and thousands of designs, just by, creating a simple graphic, simple text. Don't overthink it, right? If you can change it out, think about it that way. And it's a very, very powerful way to actually create a design. And keep in mind, this is just an example, right? This is an idea, because if everyone's doing this, right, there's going to be a lot of competition. So you have to think outside the box. It takes a little bit of brain power to understand like certain phrases, certain sayings. But this idea does work, and you can definitely make sales with print on demand by doing this on Amazon. There's a few scaled out niches that I personally have done where I create a top selling design, and I'm just like, you know what, let's scale out this whole niche. And let's make 200, 300 designs for this niche by switching out this one key word or, phrase in the design.
And if you're struggling with niche research, watch this video right here.